Well, joining me now, Rudy Giuliani, former New York City mayor, former U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York. Mayor, how unprecedented and how damaging would it be for a Biden administration to criminally prosecute a former president?
Well, we would become a banana republic, Governor, and that's where we're headed.
Yeah.
I mean, Biden has nothing left. She's a very mean woman, and she was a terrible prosecutor. I mean, she was a phony prosecutor. She prosecuted thousands and thousands of little people, 1,500 marijuana smokers, but very few big drug dealers. She let every politically connected person go. She even let a guy go who murdered 2 people, including a journalist. She gave him probation. She was a horrible prosecutor. Her conviction rate was so low that she would plead cases out, and people would just walk out. The murder rate went up substantially. And so all you need to know about her, the murder rate went up substantially when she was district attorney, and San Francisco became very dangerous. So she's a phony district attorney. She was a phony AG, and she would do exactly what that man said. She's a very mean person. Nobody likes her.
It's interesting to me, Rudy, that so many people prior to Joe Biden selecting her were saying, oh, no, she would be terrible. Of course, as soon as they announced she would be wonderful. We all know how that goes. I always said the vice presidency is a job nobody wants and nobody ever turns it down. So now we have Kamala Harris. But there are some issues with things that people have brought up. What you just talked about is one of the ways in which Tulsi Gabbard, during the Democrat debates, just basically took her down in the second debate. I know we're going to see this stuff again, because if the Democrats don't bring it up,
we are.
I kind of got a feeling the president's party will.
Well, you're darn right. I mean, she's the worst kind of prosecutor. She's a bully. She prosecutes the little people, the marijuana smoker. I mean, I was a prosecutor for 17 years. I never prosecuted a single marijuana smoker. Instead, I prosecuted the heads of the mafia, the heads of the Colombian cartels. She'd run away from a case like that. She ran away from investigating the Catholic Church. The large numbers of files of pedophiles she refused to release. Look, there were hundreds of police shootings when she was the DA. She wouldn't touch them. She wouldn't even investigate them. She's afraid to go after the police. She's afraid to go after the Catholic Church. Anybody connected to Willie Brown or politics, oh, my God, they got the courthouse. And she'd go after little people. She went after parents. She went after parents and put them in jail because their children were truant, including a woman whose child was very, very ill, and she didn't bother to check. I mean, this is a horrible person.
Wow.
She is mean, and she is an incompetent lawyer, and she was an incompetent DA. And that's why she pled cases down, because otherwise she would have had no conviction rate. She couldn't convict anybody at trial. The guy who committed murder, who she let out, was finally convicted by the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, which is a real district attorney's office.